What up, y'all? It's your boy Weezy. I got you one more time with another brewing guide, and this time it's for the French press. Now, I know y'all who drink French presses, you like coffee often to be a little bit darker. I don't suggest lighter stuff in French presses. Also, you do what you want. But I'm gonna show y'all how to brew in this S-Bro. I love these joints. I'll show you why in a second. And we're gonna have our coffee at home, because that's probably what we do when we have French presses. We probably work from home or something like that, and we get to enjoy the finer things like sitting down. The reason why I love these S-Bro presses is because they actually have two filters. So they have a more coarse screen and a finer screen. If you were able to, hold on, it's ASMR, you know what I'm saying? This one sounds a little more coarse. This one sounds a little more fine. I don't know if you can hear it or if you can see it. But when they snap together, and it has two gaskets where it makes sure you don't get a whole bunch of sediment in your coffee. It's early in the morning, as all of you say, I haven't had my coffee yet, so maybe that's why I'm a little bit confused a little bit, but it's whatever. So anyway, we're gonna take this, sit it here for a second, throw this on the old scale, tear the scale. Now, because we're home and we're coffee pros now, we'll go for about 55 grams of coffee. Sounds like a lot, it's really not when you have this much coffee. Because as a person who's sitting at home working, all you do is drink coffee all day. Oh, what? Man, it's like I do this professionally. Then, there's a max fill line. We're just gonna go to the max fill line. They make it easy for us. So if you want, you can bloom your coffee. You can do this. It's really up to you, but it's gonna sit in here for like 6-7 minutes, so it doesn't really matter as long as you saturate all of your coffee. If it gets on the walls, just kind of like wash it down the walls. But you want to keep all that water down at the bottom. All right, max fill. Make sure your kettle is off after you're done. You also don't need to use a gooseneck kettle. You can use whatever kettle you want. And then we're just gonna lightly sit this down in there. If you push too fast, the grounds might get up and over the filter, because all the grounds are sitting at the top. So you wanna make sure you put the plunger and the filter back on very lightly, and then we're just gonna push down just a little bit to make sure all the grounds are immersed in the water. And then we set a timer on our phones, because we're big time like that. So 6 minutes. And then we wait. I did it right that time, right? Most French presses are single wall glass. Like this one was like 20-something bucks, again at Target or at your superstore. And they're just like really straightforward. They have like a mesh screen. They don't really have any way to like keep the grounds below. The good thing about this S-Bro and some higher end French presses is that they usually have some sort of rubber gasket that keep all the grounds below. So once you plunge, because the French press is like you sit the coffee in the French press and then you push it down. And then you want the grounds to stay below this. Because this doesn't have any sort of, I don't know, like keeper downer, like any rubber gaskets or anything like that, it's still actually technically brewing the coffee. So you want it to stop brewing when you push all the grounds down, and so that's why this one is way better than something like this. But this is $21 and this is $110. So big difference. Also double the size, all those sorts of things. Also, this one, if your coffee is too fine and you go to push it down, and the water doesn't have anywhere to go, the pressure doesn't have anywhere to go, it will burst. Look at that. Well, looks like our French press is done. Go ahead and push this on down. So again, when you're pushing it down, you just want to be careful. Now, I will be honest, this grind was a little bit fine. Probably a little bit too fine, but that's okay. And then, got my mug, got my coffee. Say sweet, sweet nectar. Now, the benefit to this is on a paper filter, you would have it would catch all the oils, similar to like if you could have a paper filter and a pour over, or you could do paper filter, like, you know, drip machines at cafes are paper filtered. They make paper filters for this that you put in between the filters, and then you twist it closed. I prefer metal filtered things. I just like the oils in the body from the coffee. Metal filter, you can see some of the oils and a little bit of the chaff that got through, which is partially because I ground a little bit too fine. That's okay. But this boy hot. I don't know. I'm scared. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's a French press.